Teachers, it's June. There are so many things to celebrate. Kids getting out of school, you having some me time for once, and of course, June is an amazing month to celebrate the LGBTQ plus community. It is Pride Month, and here at Ciera Harris Teaching, we truly do believe that all children deserve to be seen and heard. And the best way to do that, regardless of how you feel, religiously or politically, is to ensure all of your students are seen, heard, and felt through picture books. So today I'm going to share with you 3 of my absolute favorite picture books that you can have in your classroom to ensure that, again, your students are seen and felt and heard. So 3 of my favorites, you're going to love these, and you can find them all in the Amazon storefront or the affiliate links below in the video description. But before I show you my favorite ones, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any new videos from the Ciera Harris Teaching channel. All right, friends, so June is a great month, again, just to make sure and some time to reflect on your classroom library. Through your classroom library, all of your students, regardless of race, gender, ethnicity, religion, and sexual preference, all deserve to be seen through the text that they are reading or that they are provided. I'm not saying that you need to read these aloud to your classroom. I understand that we all have completely different opinions. However, as teachers, it is our job to make sure that our students are welcomed, that they are safe, and that they feel loved. All right? And the easiest way to do that, especially if you don't align to those views that maybe they share or their family share, is just to ensure that they can see them through text, mentor text, picture books in your classroom. So I've got 3 favorites that I'm going to share with you today. All right. The first one today is called 𝗦cije𝗰𝗶𝗹 Wedding. And not only is this an adorable book, but the illustrations are just gorgeous. You can just tell by the cover here just how beautiful this story is. So the story is about this little girl. Her name is Chloe, and her uncle Bobby is getting married, and her uncle Bobby have an amazing bond. They're just each other's favorite people, and she's just very worried about this wedding. Uncle Bobby's getting married, of course, to his boyfriend, and she's worried that that's just going to change her relationship with Uncle Bobby. They're not going to be the best of friends anymore. They're not going to get to spend time together. But she gets to experience their wedding, and she sees that at the end, she's not losing her Uncle Bobby, but that she's gaining another best friend. So absolutely an adorable, quick story. Just, again, it showcases family dynamics, just situations, lots of, again, great illustrations, and another great mentor text to have in your classroom to show that, you know, maybe you are a child, maybe you have a student in your classroom who does have 2 uncles. That's a very unique situation. And if they were to see this book in your library, they feel seen, and they see themselves as worthy, and they see their uncles as, you know, important people, important enough to be in a picture book. So Uncle Bobby's Wedding, definitely grab that one. All right, my next one is called What Are Your Words? This one is more of a narrative nonfiction type. It's not a story. And basically it goes through this little boy and his uncle. I want to say his name is Leor. Yeah, his uncle Leor is coming to visit. And his uncle Leor has different words that they go by. His pronouns, or their pronouns, are they, them. And so it just talks about pronouns and, you know, what they are and why people have different ones, and, you know, why it is important that we address people with the correct pronouns. So it just, again, it goes through and it shows different people. It talks about what pronouns they have and maybe why, you know, that they're teacher friendly, etc. It's a great introduction to the world of pronouns. So again, not saying you need to read this aloud to your classroom and teach pronouns. Now, that is a grammar standard, so we do need to teach pronouns, but not necessarily in this sense. However, this is a great book to have in your classroom to let students know that if they are thinking that they may have different pronouns than the ones that they are being used, then that's okay. Again, it's all about being seen, felt, heard, and felt safe, and to feel safe. My last one is called Patience Patches. This is adorable. Any book, of course, that has an animal in it, you know, I'm all favor. So this is Patches down here, of course, and you can see that Patches is very excited to meet someone new. So the two moms, and I'm really bad with names. I don't know if it gives them their names. I think it just calls them moms. So the moms, one of them is expecting, and Patches is very excited to meet the new baby. And so it goes through, of course, you know, them leaving to go have the baby. Patience is very, like, you know, up in arms about the fact that they're gone, but when they come home, someone new will be there. And they keep having to say, you know, Patience Patches. And so the new baby comes home, and the dog is super excited, and you know, the baby grows up, and of course they become best friends. So it's, again, the story isn't focused on the fact that there are two moms. The story is about Patches, and the Patches has this new friend coming home. And you know, what student in your class that has had this experience with a new baby coming home, a new brother, sister, sibling coming home, and an animal being excited? I experienced this with my dog, Alan, who sadly is no longer with us, but Alan was there for the birth of all three of my children, and he was so excited. So I can make very strong connections to this book, and it has nothing to do with the LGBTQ lens that this book provides. But again, if this book was in your classroom and that there is a student in your class that has two moms, think about how they'll feel. It's not about pushing any kind of agenda. It's not about supporting any kind of sexuality. It's regardless of your beliefs, it's about making sure that our children are understood, that despite whatever they're feeling and despite whatever family dynamic that they have in their home, that those dynamics are not necessarily accepted, but that they are seen. So I know this is a tough topic, but I do completely feel, and we feel here again at Ciera Harris Teaching, that inclusivity is important. So you will see that through the lenses of our resources, and you will see that through the lenses of the suggestions that we make on our platform. So again, Patience Patches is a great one. What are your words? And then, of course, my favorite, 𝗦cije𝗰𝗶𝗹's wedding. So if you would like more suggestions, the blog post will be out soon. You can grab the link to that in the See More section below, as well as the links to all of these books. So happy Pride Month to all who celebrate, and hopefully these suggestions will help you fill your classroom library with the best picture books that you can find. Stay tuned to the next video. I'll see you all there. Bye, everyone.